Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Cook, owner of Cook Films, and today I'm going to talk to you about C-stands. C-stands can be used in a variety of ways. I like to use them to hold up my lights, and there are other things that I like to use them for, but for this purpose I'm going to talk to you about using them for lights and how to set them up. Now, C-stands come in, there's like three sections of them. There's the legs, the post, the main post, and there is an arm that goes along with them. So I'm going to show you how to set them up. First, you just need to swing out the legs, put the post in, tighten the post. There's a little tightener right here, and then you would put your light on. Now you would want to go ahead and, if you wanted to raise it, you want to always start with the highest post, because if you need to raise it anymore, you can do so by the bottom post. You don't want to start doing the bottom post first, because if you need to add any more height, how are you going to get there? Because it's going to be already up there. So it's always good to start with the highest one, and then you could add to it. And then you would just put your light on. Now what I'm going to show you too is how you can go about putting on an arm. It's very important to go ahead and put your arm, make sure that the tightener is on the right side, because if it's on the left side, it will get loose. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So for instance, let's say you have a light right here. This isn't going anywhere, right? It's pretty tight. Now, if I was going to put it on the left side on accident, say you didn't know, right? And you put it on the left side, look at that. After time, it all depends on what you have at the end, but it does get loose like that. So you want to make sure the knuckle is on the right side, not on the left side, because whatever you put on the end of this arm, you don't want it to fall down on your subject. One of the main reasons you want to use an arm would be to use it for a light, and you don't want the light to be in the shot. So maybe you want the light to go over someone's head. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now the legs are at different heights, and whenever you use an arm on your C-stand, you want to make sure the tallest leg is forward with the arm of the C-stand. This will keep it balanced. And you also want to go ahead and put a sandbag on there. Now this is a pretty light sandbag. You'll probably want a heavier sandbag than this, but I just wanted to show you that you would want to put a sandbag on the highest leg, and make sure that the highest leg is in the same direction as the arm to keep it from falling. Now let's pretend that it's not. Let's move it and see what would happen. See how easy it is to tip over like that? You don't want that. Let's move it back. It's not going to tip. It's not going to tip because it's aligned. So now I'm going to show you what it would look like with this light over on top of me without it being in the shot. And remember, what we want to do is we want to raise the first post first. I think this is high enough. If we needed more, we would go ahead and lower. We would raise the lower portion higher. But put our sandbag down. Let's move this. Okay, right now I'm using the light and you don't see it because I'm using the C-stand. The C-stand is to the left of me, the arm is over on top of me, and we've got the light. Now, why would you use a light like this? Well, you would use a light like this to break up the background. Maybe you want the individual to stand out from the background. So this is a great way to do that. You can use these arms for a variety of purposes. This is just one of putting up a light in the background on top of someone's head to break up the background. You can use these arms also to hold up sound blankets to break down the sound from, maybe you have a busy intersection on the outside of where you're shooting and you want it to be a little bit quieter because the mic's picking up that ambient noise and the noise from the cars. Well, you could use C-stands, set them around the individual who's being interviewed, and especially in front of the busy street. But obviously you would do it indoors, but you would make sure that they were on the side of the busy street within the interview setting, and then you could block out the sound of the street and the passing cars. So I hope you learned something from this. Feel free to share, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, and I will see you later.